Hello and welcome back to another edition of Let's Make It Work. My name is Greg, your host, and today's edition is part 2 of You Must Act on Inspired Thought. Now, before I get into the subject matter, which is something I call CPIP, Creating Passive Income Programs, I want to tell you a little bit about why it's important and how it can help you. Anyway, 12 years ago, I walked into a catering company named Jay's Catering in Orange County and met a man named Jay Mastriani. Now, he owns the largest catering business in Orange County, California, Southern California. It's called Jay's Catering. Anyway, he came up with a good idea, and he told me about it. This is 13 years ago now. And what it is an ice chest, essentially, a styrofoam ice chest, but instead of it being like a standard one, this one is flat and rectangular, and it holds a tray of lasagna, and it keeps lasagna hot all day long. It's very useful in the catering business. So I asked him, so where'd you get this? And he said he made it. He said he needed to figure out a way to get food hot, keep food hot while he delivered it to the various destinations, and he came up with it. And right then I said, well, Jay, did it ever occur to you that somebody else in the industry might want to use it and they'd be interested? And he's all, well, Greg, I tell you what, if there's something you can do about it, I'll give you 25%. And I said, okay. So I just immediately turned around, got in my car, drove to 7-Eleven, walked in, and looked at the ice chest on the shelf. I didn't even buy one. I just looked at it, and it said, Lifelike Products, Baltimore, Maryland. So I went back to the office, and I phoned them, and within a minute I was on the phone with the president of that company telling me that he's going to be coming to California to visit one of his manufacturing plants, and he'd be happy to stop by and take a look at it. I explained to him that it might be an ideal addition to his existing product line. It would take very minimum tooling modifications to make it, and he agreed. He said he'd come over. That was it. I spent an hour at that point. The following Wednesday comes along, 11 a.m., and he shows up. He meets Jay Mastriani. They introduce themselves, and there's the chef caddy. Jay comes out and says, hey, look at this. He opens it up, and it's steaming. He said, I put that there at 6 o'clock this morning. Immediately, the man was impressed and says, yeah, I do like it. And I interjected and said, well, would you be interested in signing a standard licensing agreement to produce, manufacture, market, and distribute this product as just another addition to your product line? Standard 5% royalty on the retail sales price per unit. And he said, yeah, I would. And I said, here it is. And he took the pen and signed it. And he left. My total involvement was 5 hours. That was 13 years ago. And every 30 days since then, I've been receiving a check. A royalty check. It's called a quarterly royalty check. And I just deposited it. I did scan it on my computer, and I'll upload it to the MySpace website so you can see it. Here, in fact, I'll show it to you right now. I think I have it on my shelf here, the receipt, because I have so many, here it is. I have so many papers and things, I haven't had a chance to do it, but I hope you can see this. This is from Lifelike. It says to Gregory S. Nottingham, 121 Banyan, Hilo, California, from Lifelike Products, Baltimore, Maryland, and it says fourth quarter royalties, invoice number 123108, and the total amount is $194.43. I don't know if you can see that, $194.43. So the point of this, and showing you that check, is that I have been getting a similar check like that every 90 days for the last 13 years. And all I did was spend 5 hours on it back in Orange County nearly 13 years ago. That's called creating passive income. A check just comes in the mail every 3 months, clockwork. I spent 5 hours. Well, anyway, there is a fundamental bottom line why I've developed all of these things. It's to apply the same principle. You see, as I looked in the mirror, watching the bus behind me, just contemplating the fact that I had submitted an application to be a tour bus driver, convinced me but I'm going to do the same thing. I must to. I have to. I have to be innovative today. There's no other way. And that's when the idea hit me. I felt it was a good one, and I decided for myself to act now on inspired thought. So I did. Now, consequently, that was 18 days ago. As you've seen, Tale Me Tours is now in the industry-leading publication, worldwide distribution, February 2nd. It's currently online. Go to travelagentcentral.com. Questex is the parent corporation, a multinational global media conglomerate. Wow, that was just 18 days ago. Anyway, it's very powerful to act on inspired thought. I've demonstrated through my royalty checks with Lifelike and the Chef Caddy what that can mean. Imagine getting a check every night. So, I was thinking I'm just going to sell it in a CD. Well, we're going to conclude today's lesson right here, because I'm not going to sell it on a CD. You know how much money I can make, probably? But the point is, I want you to remember something, and it occurred to me in my bathtub actually just a minute ago. What is the only thing that you can give away while still accumulating equity? One of the only things. I think it's the most important thing that you can give away while at the same time building equity. It's the truth. I hope you watch my next episode. I'm excited to bring it to you. It's going to be the step-by-step instructions on my Creating Passive Income program I call CPIP. And I'm going to bring it to you live, worldwide, from right here at the Menlo Park in Hilo. I hope you're ready. Get a pencil and paper, and look for the upcoming edition, the next installment of You Must Act on Inspired Thought. Okay, that wraps it up. Thank you for watching this edition of Let's Make It Work. I'm Greg, your host, signing out from Hilo, Hawaii. Aloha, good night, farewell, God bless you, God bless America.